And today there are hippos and probably elephants and elves and so on. That's what happened. And how did it happen? Now we also hear how human activities are affecting the climate, right? We are really just now beginning to understand how quickly drastic climate change can take place. We can see past occurrence of climate change that took place over just a few hundred years. Take the Sahara Desert in northern Africa. The Sahara was really different 6,000 years ago. I mean, you wouldn't call it tropical paradise or anything, or maybe you would if you think about how today, in some parts of the Sahara, it only rains about once a century. But basically, if greenery hadn't water. What particularly interesting and amazing really, what really indicates how a desert like Sahara was thousands of years ago was something painted on the rock. Prehistory God. But henceforth, they needed to run such water year round. That's right. But how that through the Sahara used water? That's right. Water. Beneath the Sahara, huge aquifers. basically a sheet of fresh water that helps a million years old filter through rock layers. And then there is a fossilized pollen from raw shrubs and grasses that once grew in Sahara, that hundreds miles away in the more distant areas. Anyway, the fossilized pollen, along with the aquifers and the rock painting, these three things are all evidence that the Sahara was once much greener than it is today. There were hippos and probably elephants and giraffes and so on. So what happened and how did it happen? Now we're still used to hearing about human activity affecting the climate, right? But that takes the focus away from the natural variations in the Earth's climate, like I said, right? The friend was practically covered in the ice just a few thousand years ago. Now, as far as the Sahara goes, there is some recent research that points to migrate of the monsoon in that area. What do I mean? Okay. The monsoon is a seasonal wind that can bring in a large amount of rainfall. Now, if the monsoon migrates, well, that means that the rain moves to another area, right? So, what causes the monsoon to migrate? Well, the answer is the dynamics of Earth's motion. The same thing with that causes the ices, by the way. The Earth is not always the same distance from the Sun, and it's not always tilting towards the Sun at the same angle. There's slight variation in these two parameters. Their gradual variation, but their effect can be pretty abrupt and can cause the climate to change in just a few hundred years. That's abrupt, and well, yeah, considering that other climate used takes thousands of years, this one is pretty abrupt. So these changes in the planet's motion, they call it the climate change, but it was also compounded. Well, the Sahara experience was a sort of a runaway drying effect. As I said, the monsoon migrated itself, so there was less rain in the Sahara. The land started to get drier, which in turn caused a huge decrease in the amount of vegetation because vegetation doesn't grow as well in dry soil, right? And then less vegetation means the soil can't hold water as well as the soil loses its ability to retain water when it does rain. So then you have less moisture to help clouds form, nothing to evaporate from cloud formation. And then the cycle continues: less rain, dry soil, less vegetation, fewer cloud, less rain, etc., etc. But what about the people who made the rock painting? It's a good question. No one really knows, but there might be something in connection to ancient Egypt. But at the same time, the Sahara was becoming a desert. 4,000 years ago, Egypt really began to flourish out in the Nile River Valley, and that's not that far away. So it's only logical to hypothesize that a lot of these people migrated to the Nile Valley when they realized that this was more than a temporary route. And some people take this a step further. That's science. They hypothesize that this migration actually provided an important impetus in the development of ancient Egypt. Well, we used it.